Hi class, in our last video we had just gotten done making a beetle, and we realized that Mimi can run through the beetle, and that's a problem because Mimi is trying to stay away from them. So that's not going to make the game any fun if she's able to run right through them. So we want to make a random choice and use the pick random block and drag that into some of the empty scripts areas and set some of those numbers to 1 and 2. Okay, so we are going to make a, like I said, the pick random, and some of the other numbers we're going to change, but that's going to be in a spot, let me see where I can tell you here. It's going to be right underneath where it says move -5 steps. We're going to add a new script in there so that when she is touching Mimi, that's not going to, or that's going to affect her then from there. So go ahead and step 38, we ran our script, we noticed the glitch, and she goes in loops, so we are going to make the random choice. So let's see here where it says, I'm going to take this out because we now need to use the if then else underneath move 5 steps. And let me see here, move that there. We want -5. Oops. When you're trying to separate blocks, if you go to the bottom block and just move that away, it takes it, it's a lot easier just to remove from there. I don't want this anymore. We want a green pick random. And we need to find the one that has boxes that say equal here. Oops, I messed up. We need this here first. We need this touching that. So if touching maze, then move back 5 steps. If we have to put our pick random, both of these. Oops, I'm sorry, just on the one. I'm going too fast here. We need to turn backwards, so turn back, forward, and then we should be all done. So now I'm going to go back through, change the numbers if I need to in some of them. I should say touching maze, -5, 1, 2, 1. That's 90 and 90. So now, if you notice, like I said, she can run through them, but she also, or the beetle also makes loops, and we don't want them to make a loop. We just want it to basically wander around the maze. So we're going to see, this should hopefully help. So go ahead and watch the beetle. Notice how he's not making continuous loops the whole way through. He is moving around like we want him to. So this will help, and we will fix the Mimi here too, so that when he touches Mimi, that will not, or that will be in effect. So we have our new script all done. So now we're going to basically send the message here, and we need to make it so that when it's touching the mouse, it's going to basically broadcast a message saying game's over, you've been you touch the beetle. So the next step is to make the beetle in the game if Mimi bumps into it. Instead of using another touching block in Mimi's script, you can use a message. Scratch lets you send messages between sprites to trigger scripts. So we won't have to, like they said, use that touching block. It'll just know once that happens, it'll end the game. So you won't see like a little cloud bubble over any of the characters or the sprites. You're just going, they'll just automatically know that that's what happens. So we're going to send, the beetle will send a message to Mimi, and that will stop her script. So we'll see how that works. So we're going to add the if-then block shown below to the beetle script, so we are in the beetle still. The new blocks check whether the beetle is touching Mimi, and if it sends a message, select mouse 1 in the touching block. So I'm just going to go straight down, and I'm going to be adding something right here. But first I'm just going to double check my work, make sure I have it missed anything. Everything's in the correct spot. Okay, so I want now an if, then I'm going to put it off to the side so it's a little bit easier to see. If touching mouse, maybe. And then now I'm going to use a new one here, broadcast message. And I'm going to make a new message, game over. So now, when it touches Mimi, instead of ending game or stop all, it's just going to automatically know that the game is over. So I'm going to tuck this in to the bottom down here. And let's see here. Now that I've added the extra script to Mimi to receive this message, I also have to drag the following blocks into the empty part of her script area. So click on Mimi, and she needs to have a couple things added to hers, and that will be, actually we have to start a whole new one. It says when I receive, okay, when I receive game over. Let's see here, stop. Oops, and if you click on the down arrow, we want other scripts in the sprite. Okay, so now we're going to click our green arrow, or green flag, I'm sorry, and if Mimi runs into the beetle, it should automatically stop. So go ahead and check out and see if it is working or not. Go ahead and try and chase the cheese around if you need to, that's fine. The ghost will pop up. Go ahead and run into your beetle, and notice how if you are trying to move, Mimi is not moving. So the beetle touched it, Mimi is not moving at all. The game will, though, officially end once the ghost comes and touches Mimi, and the music should stop then. So you might have to wait a little while, otherwise just click on the red stop sign. But basically it just sent a message saying game's over, Mimi can't move. So that should have worked. If you need help though, make sure you're raising your hand. I'll be coming around checking. But now we need to make more enemies. One is not enough, so the game needs more beetles. So we have to copy the script that we have, and we need to duplicate that and make 3 new beetles. So we should have 4 beetles total. So what you need to do, remember how to duplicate, and I'm going to make my 4 new beetles, or my 3, I'm sorry, oops. So I have beetle, beetle 2, beetle 3, beetle 4. And I've duplicated them, which means that they all have the same exact script. I don't have to make a new script, and I can check out the project and see what happens here. So I should have 4 new beetles now. Oh, I ran into one and I'm not able to move anymore. So we are all set there. I'll need to change some of the numbers though. If you notice when I started, all of the beetles start in the exact same place. And I don't want them starting all in the exact same place. I might want one in one corner, one in the middle, one in a different corner. So we're going to start in different corners and see which one works well, and just experiment so that they're not all starting in the exact same location. So we are very, very close to finishing our game. We are on step 47. So when we get to the next video here, we are going to start making so that all of the beetles start in a different location, and then we'll be just at the end of our game where we will have a cool message that pops up when the game is over. So I hope you're excited that we're almost done with our second game now.